Hello and welcome to Absolique Hair Health Clinic. This is our new home. We're now moved to Brunswick Street at New Farm here in Brisbane, which is Queensland, Australia. I know we have a lot of viewers all over the world, but this is our new home. I'm trichologist Carolyn Evans. I'm just going to step you through the process of diagnosing hair loss and hair thinning, and we'll do a series of videos describing the difference between the hair loss and the hair thinning. So this is where it all begins. You come into our lovely reception waiting room, and you would fill out an information form for us, and you're going to give us your hair history, your health history, medications, blood tests, etc. So there's quite a few pages of information, and you can bring along other information as well. So once we've filled out all of the information, we sit down and we have a chat about what we found. And normally we can see a pattern of something that's been happening throughout life, or we have what you've circled here is hair thinning, but specifically you say you're noticing it at the front, dry hair and dry scalp, and it's been happening for around about 1 year. So we also have quite a lot of hair history, what we're using on the hair and scalp, we've got dry flaky scalp, and then we've got a lot of health things that have gone on in here as well. And a lot of these things can be relevant to what is happening with the hair, so we've got a clue as to what could be going on before we actually physically go in with the microscope. So the next step is then doing the microscopic diagnosis. Once we've got a full history here, we would look at your blood tests, make some notes, and then we actually look for what is physically happening with the hair. So we want to decide what's happening with the hair cycle first, to then compare to what's happening with pattern thinning, because we have hair all over our heads, but we also have the separate thing, which is the pattern thinning. So we need to clearly understand the difference between the two. And once we do that, we can then give you a diagnosis, and then we can give you some options for some treatment if it's even necessary. In some cases, just understanding the truth of the science is pretty much all you need for confidence. So diagnosis is basically the first step and the key to correct hair loss or hair thinning treatments, because if you don't know what you're treating or specifically where it came from, you're not going to get a result. So we have symptoms and causes, and it's really important to understand both of them at the same time, and then you treat them in combination therapy. So I get so many emails and comments on YouTube about using this, that or the other, but they don't even know what they're treating. So the diagnosis with a professional, and then using not only what you know on paper, but the microscope is actually the key to the success. So we're going to go in and we're going to put you under the microscope and see what we find.